You know what's weird is I've always walked through life fine. Never had an issue, never really had any problems, but it's weird because, ooh, people are gonna have a car wreck right there if they don't pay attention. It's weird because, you know, obviously I come from a mixed family, and growing up,
cultural,
that's okay.
It's cultural.
I've always my whole life kind of walked the path of, you know, a white person. That's just the way it was.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the way I was raised. But it's weird knowing that I have a grandmother who is full-blood Puerto Rican, Spanish, and that you had to go through all the stuff in the 50s and 60s that I can't even comprehend because I never had to experience any of that. Now, I see it, you know, I feel fortunate that I have somebody that I can ask how you made it through certain times, but I myself don't know. It's just weird having a grandmother who isn't that far removed from that period. I mean, and we're really not that far away from that period. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was born in '84. There was stuff that was still going on up till the late '70s. It's just a weird thing to try to grasp and comprehend because you had to go through all that, but the only thing I can do is ask questions because I never saw that. But you also never brought it up because, you know, you're a strong woman and you've never
like I said, to discuss, too painful. I'm sorry, sometimes, you know, it's too painful. But looking back, and even sometimes people that throw digs at you, you know, and on social media. Looking back, I say, well, most of the people that made those remarks at me when I was long ago, they were uneducated people. I say, oh, it's just they need more education. They need more education in people from other countries. They're not very educated on the cultural background of people. So, you know, they throw a dig. But yes, my mama, her daddy was an Indian and her mama was from Spain. But my father, both of my great-grandparents were from Spain. So my background, my ancestors came from Spain. So I'm proud that they migrated. That was during the Spanish-American War, because Puerto Rico was a colony of Spain. And then the United States acquired Puerto Rico during the Spanish-American War. So we became U.S. citizens. But we were a colony of Spain. So it's okay. It's a lot of history there, and I'm proud of it.
But, you know, it's just so mind-blowing to believe that I've walked the life that I've always lived from how you grew up, and generationally speaking. Like, it was just a generation above my parents to where you lived it, and then your parents and grandparents really lived it around the 1800s.
Mm-hmm.
That was
there was a lot of killing in Puerto Rico during the 1800s during the Spanish-American War, because when the United States went to Puerto Rico, and Puerto Rico, there were a lot of Taíno Indians. There were a lot of Indians, and they killed. Well, the Hispanic were the one that came to colonize Puerto Rico.
Spain.
And the people from Spain, and they are the one who did a lot of killing of the Taíno Indians. But the United States kind of went there for the rescue because they saw the carnage that was going on between the people from Spain. Oh no.
I've never heard your ringtone before. You can call him back.
That's Walmart telling me that my prescription is ready.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they called me. I have 3 prescriptions there.
Mm-hmm.
Where do I put that phone so it won't be?
Yeah, and I'm sure anytime you get married, there's an education between two people, especially if you're from
Yes.
two different backgrounds. I'm sure when you and Pop got married, there were some things that you had to tell him that weren't okay.
Mhm.
That maybe he saw in his past, or maybe that he was used to seeing, or maybe things that he would say, you would probably have to say, stop, you can't say that, because this is how the real world is, because you've seen more of the real world than he has.
I educated him in a lot of cultural things, and but your Pop, his father is French. Edward J. Roy, they migrated from Paris on to the Louisiana long ago. I have a book, I have to show it to you, of the genealogy. And the French people, his father could not speak English, barely could speak English.
I didn't know that.
Yes, and as you saw, there's a picture of him in those, where you have the picture in the internet, where have photos. He was dark complected.
He was real dark.
Yeah, he was dark. So poor Billy didn't get much of a chance. Billy, my firstborn, made me proud, made me you always have a soft in your heart, you firstborn, a mother. And my mama was an Indian, and then his father French, so he, that gene, he got that gene. Then
Kurt missed out on it.
Kurt it jumped.
And Reagan got it and I didn't.
And Reagan got it and you didn't.
Nope.
You see, there's a gene that sometimes jump generations or something. But it's okay.
And Connor
Billy
gets that olive skin too.
Billy has a beautiful skin. Beautiful. And Reagan does too, They're beautiful. That's why Reagan doesn't wear much makeup, because she has such a beautiful skin, and Billy does too.
So, and I'm sure a lot of people are going to appreciate this video because they don't have their grandparents to talk to, or they don't have their parents to talk to. But what is a message that I can't give it? I can only listen. I'm someone who has to listen to these messages and comprehend it, and then, live whatever I believe is right. What is a message from you? Because you've experienced a lot of things that I've never experienced, at Pop, that a lot of people have never experienced. What is a message that you send to people that are scared to speak up, whether they be, African American or other minorities, Hispanic, Asian, or even white people who were scared to speak their mind, who were scared to get ridiculed. What do you?
Sometimes they have a speech impediment or something. It's people of all. Be yourself. Be proud of what you are. God made you that way. Accept it. Like God made me so darn short. I have to go to a grocery store and borrow people's arms to reach the stuff. And accept who you are. Don't be phony. Don't try to be something you are not, because sooner or later people gonna see through you. Just if when I'm speaking I make a mistake, sometimes I correct myself. Sometimes I know that I did it, and I go back and correct myself. But accept who you are. Be proud of what you are. Help those that you think need help, whether it's emotionally or whether it's financially. Sometimes I have helped a lot of people financially. I know they need a helping hand. If you see someone struggling, see how you can help, regardless who they are. I say, can I help you? So, well,
also, a lot of people get uncomfortable about talking like this. I'm in the position to where I need to listen. I need to listen. I've been seeing my friends post on Facebook and all that kind of stuff, and I've been watching. I've been listening. That's all I can do. I can't speak on experience on anything that a lot of my black friends are going through. Can't. I never will. I never will be able to experience that. But I can listen.
Listen and feel their pain.
Listen, feel their pain, and change things where it needs to be changed. Everybody.
And that goes for every. I'm talking to all of you that are listening to me. And I love reading those comments. And I love now that I'm going to a situation, so many people, I thought I was all alone with my pain. And I noticed that there's a lot of mamas that are going through a lot of pain because they lost children or because they have an illness. So I'm not alone. I have this little elite group. So I'm not alone. And I thank you for that. I thank you for sharing in the comments your pain. And I pray for you. I do.
Well, we hope everything gets better. I mean, it's not going to get better by people doing nothing. We got to speak out when we can speak out.
Things are going to be better.
Hopefully.
But we have to, each person has to do their part to make things better.
It's not just a one-way street.
It's not one-way street. We're all in it to just bring ourselves up, bring this country, this great country, to what it was. But we have to educate ourselves. Education. Listen to the positive thing. Positive, not negative. That's the way to be a better person, to be a better human being.
Well, I know I appreciate everything that you've done for me, and I'm sure everybody on Facebook, they appreciate the same thing. They're hearing the truth. They're hearing what I believe is from your heart. So I appreciate it. Oh,
I love you.
Shit, gonna make me tear up before
Hey,
I go into. Oh yeah, I gotta put your
my handicap sticker because they.
You're gonna make me tear up before I go in there, so I gotta make sure I don't have red eyes. I'm gonna have to tell people it's pollen.
Yeah.
So you ready to go get something to eat?
Yeah.
Let's go get something to eat.
Let's see what they have.
Alrighty.